Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Studio and it's review time. I'm going to review the Callaway Steelhead XR irons. I've also got the Steelhead hybrids and I've also got a new Callaway driver coming soon. Stay tuned. So let's talk about the Steelhead name first. So Steelhead, Callaway Steelhead, if you're not familiar and you're quite new to golf, Steelhead irons are Callaway's absolute flagship irons. And I think the X14s were their best irons, and I'm sure they'll admit that as well. X14s in the day were huge. They also made X16s, X20s. Did it go up to 22s? I think it did. And it's almost like they've gone, you know what? Let's bring that back out of the archives, that whole look of the club, but then let's put long to it. And their longest club, arguably at the moment, is the XR range. And they've gone XR, meet Steelheads, have a baby. Bang. And this is what they've come out with. God, that's weird. Right, so this is what they've come out. They've come out the Steelhead XR iron. It's the old look of the design, but with the modern technology that they've put into this, the cup, 360 face, the way that they've actually continued with the X14 philosophy of stripping weight and boring through the hosel so they could put even more weighting around the head. This is absolutely designed for game improvement. Absolutely designed. So I've got the 7, the pitching wedge, the 4 iron to hit. We'll give him a whirl. I'm just getting told I need a virus update. So let's give this a smack. I think it's going to be long. So I've got 7 iron. 7 iron loft in this is 30 degrees. So identical to the XR. I would guess, and I've not checked, I should have done, the XR14 7 iron, I reckon would have been nearer to 34 degree. So they've definitely favoured the XR side of things there. So 30 degree for a 7 iron for me should carry about 180-ish yards. Let's give it a whirl. I like the look of the head. It is very big and it's got that lovely round characteristic that the X14 used to have, that very kind of round edged club. It's not sharp lines, it's quite rounded. Plenty of offset, a couple of white grooves along the bottom, very shiny toe and heel sections. And it's come out like a rocket. That has come out like an absolute rocket. That's got to be carried around that 180 mark. That honestly was really high considering the loft. 187 yards. Guys, this is a 7 iron. Well, it says it. It says 7 iron. XR have been the same, mega strong in lofts, and these are no exceptions. That was really nice. I like the flight of that. It came out much higher than I expected. I didn't catch the spin rate. Let me hit another one and we'll have a look at a few numbers. Mega high considering the loft. I didn't hit that brilliant. I didn't. I hit that a little bit, I don't know, maybe chunkier fraction. Let's see what it's done. I reckon around the 180 mark again. Yeah, 181 carry. That was a little bit heavy. Wasn't great strike. Wasn't as good as the first one. Spun at 4,800 and the average is 4,900. So that first shot spun at 4,900. Not super spin. That's really low for a 7 iron. That is very low for a 7 iron. Let's go one more. They are really loud hitting clubs as well. I can't argue with those 3 golf shots. They are fantastic golf shots. Lacking a little bit of playability there, potentially with the stopping power. But decent enough golf shots. 183 carry. So throwing up some averages there. Average carry distance of 184. Average spin rate at 4,872 for the 7 iron. I'm just going to pull further back now as we move into the 4 iron. Now, this is a bit of a guesstimation of how far this 4 iron is going to go. This is 20.5 degrees 4 iron. What the new feature in these clubs, the Steelhead XRs, is they've got progressive centre of gravity positions. So as you go flatter in the face, so into the 4 iron, the centre of gravity goes lower. As you go into the pitching wedge, it goes higher. Designed for, as the centre of gravity goes lower in the 4, easier to get airborne. With the pitching wedge, being able to almost control the spin characteristics. So actually being able to fly a pitching wedge better. That's the technology behind it. Let's see what the 4-iron does. 20.5 degrees. This could literally... when I look down at it, it gives the impression that it's going to be easy to hit. It gives the impression of very welcoming. It gives the impression of fast, long, when I look down at it. It possibly doesn't remind me quite as much as the X14s. I'll try and get a set of X14s. That'd be interesting. If anyone's got a set, and I can't get hold of any, what a good head-to-head that would be. These against the X14s. Right. 4-iron, 20.5 degrees. That was a slightly toey golf shot, and I'm happy to admit that. It's a slightly toey one. Oh, I'm getting a bit of graphic upset there on the screen. Sorry about that. See what the carry was? 225 carry. And honestly, that was a little bit toey. I think with the fact that they've bored out the hosel, they've stuck more weight in the butt end and the toe end, sorry. They're not the butt end, the toe end, therefore giving it a little bit more stability possibly. Maybe I do need to update that virus software. Right, let's go a couple more. Oh, that was horrible. That was awful. Let's see what that's done. Really horrible, chunky golf shot. Sorry that the graphics is playing up a little bit. That was just dreadful. See, it doesn't fix. They're not miracle golf clubs. If you hit them bad, you hit them bad. They're there to help, ideally. Right, let's go one more. That was bad, that one. Completely quit on it. Let's go one more, ready to refresh. And that was toey as well. Not like the 4-iron as much as I did the 7. The first golf shot was brilliant. Second and third, not that desirable. But I suppose maybe the player that moves into this golf club wouldn't use a 4. They might use the new hybrid, which, by the way, the review's coming next. The new hybrid. And then there is a new Callaway driver. Stay tuned for that. Right, pitching wedge. So, as we go into the more lofty clubs, like I mentioned before, the centre of gravity now is going higher. You've seen that a lot in wedge designs in the last 6 months. There are a lot of wedge companies now are putting the centre of gravity higher, and they've continued, Callaway have continued the theme in that, even in their standard pitching wedge. Very rounded, big head. I'll change the green quickly. I'll put it to about 1. I reckon this is going to be, well, it's 44 degrees of loft, this. 44, so I'm going to guess that's going to be landing nearer to 150 yards for me. My 9-iron that I was using is 42. It's a strong pitching wedge. That felt nice though. That did feel really nice. So we're going to get some graphics that are messing around there. That did feel really soft, considerably softer than I expected it to, if I'm dead honest. And these aren't definitely not forged, they're not ideated to be forged, because they are more like, say, game improvement irons. They're supposed to be easier to hit. What did that spin at? 9,000 on the nose. Spin rate on that. So that's pretty good for a pitching wedge. I'd normally look for about 10,000 with a wedge. Oh, that felt really like trappy and spinny. Get on the green. Ah, you bugger. Just about that 130 mark at the moment with the wedge. I'm just trying to control it, making sure it's not going too long. 138 the carry distance. Oh no, 130 carry distance on that. And what was the spin rate? 9,000 again, 9,000 on the nose. Summary of these golf clubs, I absolutely can understand why they've brought that head shape of the X14s back. Why would you not? You know, they're popular, very popular looking golf clubs. And I'm sure very sorely missed by a lot of Callaway fans. So I like the fact they've brought that design, that idea back out the archives and then ploughed it full of technology. I like these. I think they're good. I think the lofts are going to make the ball go long anyway. Don't think you need to mess around with that. I think then once the ball's going longer, the challenge then is to try and make a club that's playable. Do we sacrifice spin for distance? Some players will. Some players will all day, every day. As you get better as a golfer, you would probably start to sacrifice distance for spin so you can get that control. But if you're playing and you want to get more distance, then more distance comes from less spin and you know, less lofty golf clubs. What I did like about it, considering that the fact that the spins were a tiny bit lower than what I'd like to see perfectly, is I didn't feel like I lost any height difference. The height was, for the lofts on the golf clubs, I would say the height, sorry, I'll tell you what, no. So for the number on the bottom of the golf club, I would say the height was perfect. For the loft, I would say it wasn't. It seems like voodoo it goes that high for the lofts. But for the number on the heads, that works really nicely. I like these. I think they look great. I think they look great in a set of golf, in a bag. I think they've got very high shelf appeal. I think they've done a good job on them. Yeah. Did they need to? I'm not sure. Did they need to bring a set out? I'm really not sure. But people will like that look of the head. Guys, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please do click thumbs up. It is very much appreciated. Comment below, what do you think of the steelheads? Have you played with steelheads before? The X12s, the X4, was there X12s? I think there was. X12s, X14s, X16s, X18s, X20s, I think there was X22s, I think. And if I can get hold of a set of X14s, I'll do a head-to-head with these. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my videos. Thank you very much and welcome. You can click the big button here and it will subscribe you to my channel so you don't miss any reviews or any videos at all. I'm now going to move on to hybrid, then move on to driver. I'm going to download the virus software from my computer so we don't get those glitches. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And that was the Callaway Steelhead XR irons. Done.